That happens to be the series. And tonight is night one, where we will start 7 nights with 7 reasons to join LifeVantage with our seven. We have 7 of them that are joining us throughout this series, and could not be happier to see that happening. And I can't even keep up with the chat anymore. It's moving so fast. But it is just 1 after 7 o'clock, so we'll jump right into things. Again, my name is Justin Rose. I'm the Chief Sales and Marketing Officer for LifeVantage, and I am thrilled to be with you guys tonight. I have some very special guests with me that I'm excited to get to. But before I do that, I'll just give you one more reason why this call is taking place tonight. I think it would be safe to say that the year 2020 didn't quite turn out like most people thought it was going to turn out. And here we are coming up to the last few weeks in this year that has kind of thrown all of us a little curveball, I guess you could say. We've had so many people through the past few months reach out and say, make commitments of how they're going to really utilize the end of this year to put themselves in a position to make 2021 the year that they thought that they were going to make out of 2020. So we had got together, the corporate team with our field advisory board, and talked a little bit about how important it would be to close 2020 strong, to give people the reasons why they should rethink how they finish out this year, not just throw it to the side, but to finish this year out strong so that they can position themselves and also position other people that they want to help in a way that they can absolutely take off running in 2021. So that's where the 7 Callers Calling series came from. Again, it's we're going to have 7 nights together where we give you the 7 reasons why you should be a part of LifeVantage. And those reasons are actually going to be shared to you by none other than the 7-figure income earners that we have here at the company. So with that, I'll just give you a little background of myself. I've been the Chief Sales and Marketing Officer here for LifeVantage for the past 5 years. I have to tell you, I have been in the industry of network marketing for 30+ years now. And I have to tell you, my most rewarding and enjoyable years have been the past 5 years here with this amazing company. And you're going to get a chance to see and get a little bit more of a glimpse of why that is and why we have something so special here with this company. So 5.5 years here, been able to really see what this company does differently than any other company that I've been a part of. And I just can't tell you how exciting it is to be with people that are helping others, and by helping others, achieving their dreams as well. It helps me understand why it's so important that when you get into this business that you do it for the right reasons. And the 2 people that I get to introduce tonight exemplify that to the fullest. I get the opportunity to introduce you guys to Skip and Jill. Skip and Jill Campbell have an amazing background. Before learning about LifeVantage, they were successful in a chiropractor business. And before that, they had started an amazing family. And I would say that they would claim their family as their biggest and greatest accomplishment. They've done amazing things. But with LifeVantage, which happens to be their first network marketing experience, they were able to really jump in, and they did it in a very coachable fashion. They listened to the things that were taught to them on how they could be successful in this business, and they took it to heart and they followed that. And it just so happens that when they made their run to our rank of Master Pro 10, they did it in the month of December. And I see no better way to kick off this series with someone that took a month that some people think, hey, it's about to be the holidays, I'm going to check out, I'm going to focus on other things for a minute. These guys made it their run to Master Pro 10. And so it is my great pleasure to introduce to you guys, and I'm gonna kick it over to Jill Campbell first. But some very, very dear friends of mine, I've been able to travel the world with them. Most recently, we had an opportunity to be in another motorcycle excursion in Sturgis, South Dakota. Fantastic individuals. Jill, I'm going to turn the time over to you.
Thank you so much, Justin. I'll pay you later for that. Yeah, like he said, we're Skip and Jill Campbell, and this is our first network marketing company and our only. So Skip and I met in college when we were 18 years old, and we've been together ever since. We've been married almost 37 years. We have 3 amazing kids. They're all married. They're all distributors in this amazing company. And we have 8 beautiful grandchildren. So that's what our why is. That's what our world is. And that's why we do what we do. We had a very successful chiropractic office for 18 and a half years in Parker, Colorado. And it was actually every network marketing company came through our doors and tried to show us why we should do this and hand me stuff. As soon as they walked out the door, I'd rip it up and throw it away, because there was no way my doctor husband with initials after his name was going to do network marketing. And that's how dumb I was back then. And then we had some friends come to Colorado and show us this amazing opportunity, and we just could not say no. We jumped in right away, and we worked our full-time chiropractic office and our LifeVantage business full-time. And I am so grateful to these 2 guys for not looking at us and saying, wow, they make a lot of money, there's no way they would do this. They gave us the opportunity to look at this amazing company and the product. We had one at the time, but it's products now, and say yes or no. So it's like the people that got you on tonight, they care enough about you to share this amazing opportunity with you. And it doesn't matter that it's December. Like Justin said, we worked our guts out, and we made rank on December 31st, 2011 at 11:39 p.m. And I will never forget that. It was very, very special. And the reason why is because we stretched that rubber band and we just kept on working. We didn't act like, oh, it's the holidays, we're going to take off Thanksgiving to New Year's like some people did. And it's kind of hard to come back from that. So I'm really glad and grateful for all of you guests that are on tonight. And I just want you to know that this has changed our lives. Yes, we made good money in chiropractic, but you know what? When we locked our doors and went away on vacation, we didn't make money. And I am so grateful and so blessed that we have this opportunity. And I think that you should thank the person that got you on here, because now we have something that you can't put a price tag on. We get to spend all the time we want with amazing friends and our beautiful family. I'm going to turn it over to my best friend, my business partner, to teach, train, and entertain you guys.
How technical is that? We're just going to change chairs. I could have another computer set up, but we're just going to change chairs. Thanks, Jill. That was awesome. Justin, thanks for the introduction. She's hot, right? Grandmother. She looks like she's 30. The products are awesome. Hey, I want to take just a couple minutes to set this up, you guys. For those of you who are on here, whether you're distributors right now or whether you're guests or prospects, I want to take the next couple of minutes, and I just want to talk to you. If you self-identify as somebody sitting here right now who wants to be in a different place this time next year, if you want to end up in a different spot than you are right now after this just terrible 2020, if you'd like to go out to 2021 and kick its butt and be sitting in a way better spot in 2021, if you self-identify as one of those people, we need to change something. If we don't change something, you're going to be exactly where you are 1 year right now, where you are in a year. That's what's going to happen. You have to change something. And I think we have a very, very, very unique opportunity for you. And I want to tell you guys why I think it's so important, why my wife and I left chiropractic practice, which we loved, by the way. We loved being chiropractors, but why we did it. Something that we didn't have in chiropractic was leverage. We had no leverage. And so if I wasn't adjusting, I wasn't making any money. Well, guess what, you man? 6 months ago, 8 months ago, 9 months, at the beginning of 2020, there's a lot of you that probably thought you had some leverage, or maybe you mistake that you had a secure job. I don't think there's any such thing as a secure job. I think the word job implies insecurity. I don't know if you guys are paying attention, but over the last couple of weeks, Wells Fargo laid off 50,000 people. They all thought they had a secure job, and there is no such thing as a secure job. And so what I want to talk to you about is maybe doing a little extra work. Yeah, think about this, 50,000. And when is it? Oh, it's almost Christmas time. Merry Christmas, folks. So if you self-identify as somebody who wants to get to Christmas next year and be in a better place, I don't know what that better place is for you, how great or how small that might be. I don't know. But if you're self-identifying as I'm talking to you. And what I want to do with you is one other thing before I get started, and that is this. When we started our chiropractic practice, we were successful for a whole bunch of reasons. One of them is we did our due diligence. So what is the due diligence? If you're seriously considering doing a network marketing company, even if you're on this call right now and you're just being nice to your friend and you're not about doing it, suspend disbelief for just a minute and follow me on this. There's a couple of decisions that you need to make. For those that have tried and failed, they probably just didn't do the due diligence. They didn't get good answers to good questions. So there's a couple of decisions you need to make. You need to think like a business owner, because this is a business that you own. And if you get good answers to good questions, you can greatly increase your chances to have success. And so those are the 7 things that I really want to talk about. I want to talk about the company. I want to talk about timing and trends. I want to talk about the product. I want to talk about our comp plan. I want to talk about the system. And I know I talk fast. I can't slow down. You have to listen faster. You're just, for the next 25 to 30, you're just going to have to listen faster. First of all, I'm too excited to slow down. Second of all, I got too much information to squeeze into a small time. You're not ever going to get another opportunity like this again. So listen fast. The reason my wife and I decided to do this, well, there's a bunch of reasons, but the main reason was our tremendous product. We had a product in the very beginning that activated the nerve 2 pathway in the human being, and it was the most important supplement that a human being can ever take. And now we have additions to that nutrigenomic line, which I'll talk about in just a second. We have a ton of products, but in the beginning, we had a product that could lower oxidative stress in humans. And I thought, man, that is the most important supplement that is not a supplement that a human being can take. The reason I keep saying is that I want you to think like a business person. I'm not trying to sell you a supplement right here. Although I think that if you have half of a brain, you're going to want to take it. Okay. But I want you to think like a business person. This is not a vitamin company. This is not one of the 100 million supplement companies in the world. We have a product in our Nerve 2 and our activation lines that can actually change genetic expression through nutrition. The reason I say that is because we're the only people that can do that. So if you're thinking like a business, do you think it'd be better to be another supplement company where you have to go out and explain to people why your supplement's better, and that supplement's better, and that supplement's better, and that supplement? Or would you rather just say, hey, supplements are awesome, but if you don't activate the genes, if you don't change genetic, and oh, by the way, we're the only ones that can do it. And how do you know that? Listen, this is the age of information. Some of you could be multitasking, listening and Googling right now. Go to www.pubmed.gov and find out what the peer-reviewed research from Harvard and from Virginia Commonwealth and from the University of Colorado, find out what the 26 or 27 peer reviews say about our tremendous line of products. And when I mentioned earlier that we can lower oxidative stress, that's just one of the 3 or 4 really important 8 theories of why we actually age. When I first heard that, I said, I'm taking that forever. Listen, I don't know about you guys, but I want to hang out. I love it, man. I love my wife. I love my family. I want to see how this thing turns out. That's what I'm going to try to do. It was a supplement that I knew I would take forever. And I keep saying supplement, but it is not a supplement. You have to know that. I'm saying supplement because it's an easy word to say. It's an easy word to hear. But it's a nutrigenomic. It changes genetic expression through nutrition. When you can do that, you can flip certain genes and turn things on that have been turned off for a very long time. And we can start to fight the oxidative stress process in the human being. In fact, we can lower oxidative stress by 40% after just 30 days, and that's just one of our products. I'm gonna take it forever, you guys. And here's the question. If you're a business person, do you think it'd be better to have the only one and only, or do you want to have just one of the others? One of a bunch of? Do you think that, do you also, listen, let me ask you, be serious. Do you think you might know anybody who would like to more productive, healthier, energy-filled life? Do you think you know anybody that would like to do that? Because if the answer is yes and yes, this is the only product that I know of with any peer-reviewed research showing it can do exactly that. Lower oxidative stress in our cells. That's all I'm going to say about the product. We have a whole bunch of other products, support healthy energy, scientific weight management. We have a whole bunch of other products. But what you need to know about our products is that we're not just another of. We're all alone. We're peerless, even though we have 26 peer reviews. We don't have a competitor. And if you're thinking about starting a business, man, that is the place to be. Company was easy for me. It's public. I loved it. I wanted it to be public. I don't want a company that can lie to me about what the revenue is and how many distributors they have. We're public. We have to publish it every single year, all of those statistics. And I'm going to show you in a minute why that's so important to me. But being public is a big deal to me. And then having people like Jay Rose. I mean, I don't know if you guys can tell in that short little intro, but he's the best chief sales officer I've ever been around. I didn't know they made him that good. And so to be able to have those guys in our company, it's another reason why you guys can succeed. Trends, go right now when we're done and Google, or look up the top 2 Googled trends, the top 2 Googled words on Google. You know what they are? Health and wellness, home-based business. Where do you think the people are thinking, especially coming off of 2020? You think health is at the top of their minds coming out of 2020? Do you think maybe home-based business might be at the top of a lot of people's minds 2020? Listen, I'm not saying this to brag, but 2020 didn't really, it hurt me only because it hurt the people I cared about. That's it. You can be like that. Okay? So trends, we're trending in the right direction. It's the future. Home-based businesses are the future. Google's, Zoom's future. Okay? And so if you can think about it from a business standpoint, if you can recognize a trend and get in front of it, it's a good place to be. If you can recognize a trend and get in front of it with a product that nobody else has, if somebody wants to go and lower their oxidative stress, there's only one product for them to take. You're in front of that. You're in front of that trend. Okay? So the next thing I really needed to know was compensation plan. I'm going to try to do something real quick. I know that Jay Rose talked about what a Pro 10 makes, but what I want to share is this. Let me see if I can share this. Because we're public, we actually have to declare what our distributors make. I hope you guys can see this. Give me a thumbs up. Can you guys see this? Jill, can you see the earnings statement? Okay, here's our earnings statement. Where do you guys fit in? Sitting there right now, how big is your belief? How big is your why? How big is your vision? Where can you see yourself fitting in? Let me just point out a couple of places here. What about Pro 3? We have 10 ranks here. We have pros, premiers, and elites. Let's say you're a Pro 3, $5,000 a month in volume. $5,000 a month in volume, and the average Pro 3 makes $626 in mailbox money. $626 a month of mailbox. Can you be average? Can you sitting here right now listening to my voice be average? Does the $5,000 a month seem out of the realm? How about, let's just go to Pro 5. Pro 5, $20,000 a month in volume. 20 grand. 3,107 a month in mailbox money. How many of you guys, be honest, you don't have to raise your hands, $3,107 a month every month for the next year would change for you. What if you can get to our elite distributor ranks? Pro 7, $100,000 a month. You're starting to talk about real leaders now. The average one makes $13,402. The average, by the way, not the exceptional, the average. Can you be average sitting there? I want you guys to know that my results are not typical compliance department, but my wife and I made Pro 7 in 7 months. 13 grand a month. Does that change some things for some folks, you think? The reason I wanted to show you this is because if you can be average, listening to this phone call, if you can be average, you can see where you could fit in and you can set some goals that might change your Christmas next year. This compensation plan is the best compensation plan in the industry, in my opinion. And it was one of the main reasons my wife and I decided to come here. It was fair. It was fair. I loved it. I love that about it. Timing. Have you guys heard of Life Advantage before now? How many of you guys heard of Life Advantage before now? Raise your hand. Probably none of you. In fact, I'll bet most of you right now, if you go to the grocery store, if you go to the mall, stay 6 feet away from everybody, walk up to 100 people, ask them how many people have heard about Life Advantage, and I'll bet you don't find 1 or 2. I'll bet you. I golfed today with a dude who's from Sandy, Utah, where our headquarters is. Had no idea what Life Advantage was. Our headquarters building is there. We sponsor the soccer team there. He had never heard of us. You guys, nobody knows about us yet. Timing in December. You guys, like Jay said, Jill and I made Pro 10 in December. There's a couple reasons for that. First of all, I didn't care that it was December. I didn't work on Christmas Day, but I didn't care. I'm around my family and friends. You don't think I'm going to tell them about stuff that I'm kind of excited about? December. Everybody starts in listen, think about it for a second, man. January 15th, everybody's going to go, well, I've got my resolutions. I want to lose a little weight. I'd like to feel a little better. I'd like to make a little more money. Get started right now so that when the gun goes off to start the race, you're 2 weeks ahead, 3 weeks ahead of everybody else. In fact, we're going to give you an awesome opportunity with this program, with the 7 and 7, to do that exact same thing. And so the last thing you really need to know is, can I do it? Well, I'm sitting right in front of you I'm just a dumb old chiropractor. I've never done this before. My wife had never done this before. She was a beautician. She ran my front desk, and I was a chiropractor. This is our first time ever. This only works because we have a system. We have a system, and the system works. And so the system, if you will follow the system, it's idiot-proof. I just proved it. Listen, you guys, there's nothing special about me. Anybody on this that can hear my voice right now can do exactly what my wife and I did. Anyone on this call right now, if your why is big enough, you can do exactly what we did. We're not special. We just did it. That's all. That's the only difference. And by the way, we didn't have the opportunity to do 7 and 7 like you guys do. So you have a choice to make. And I'm going to turn it over to Jay here in just a second, but you have a choice to make. You have to decide, do you want to act on this information or do you want to forget about it? That's your choice. I'm going to tell you something. Napoleon Hill says that successful people tend to make decisions quickly and then change their minds rarely, if ever. And somebody asked me one time, why does it seem that successful people always make the right decision? And it only seems that way. Successful people don't always make the right decision. Successful people make a decision quickly and then they work their guts out to make the decision right. And that's what Jill and I did. We worked our guts out. We made a decision to do this company, and then we worked our guts out to make that the right decision. And I'm telling you now, sitting here with leverage, with the kind of personal freedoms that we have, it was one of the best decisions we've ever made, maybe as a couple. And we are so blessed and grateful to even be here that it was easily one of the best decisions we ever made. So make a decision and make it quickly. There's another reason why you need to, okay? So we started bumping our gums together, us and everybody else that you're going to hear on this week. We all started talking to people, and we started talking to people 8, 9, 10 years ago. And those people talk to people, and those people talk to people, and those people talk to people, and those people talk to you and put you on this call, okay? Our circle of influence grew, and it grew to the point where it got you and put you on this call right now. Listen, even if you decide to say no to us, we're going to find all your family and friends. That's just how this works. We don't just stop because you decide not to do this. We found you, we're going to find all of them. So the real question you have is, do I want to do this with these folks, or do I want to watch them find my family and friends? Am I help them, or am I going to watch them? That's the only decision you have to make. And you need to make it now. And I'll tell you why, because successful people do it now, but also, if you do now, you have some real leverage. A lot of you don't have leverage right now. If you self-identify, you have real leverage, because you're going to get the opportunity in 6 more nights, every night for 6 more nights, to leverage the excitement and the enthusiasm and the wisdom of 7 burners. So all you have to do is pick up the phone. And here's how it's going to go. You're going to pick up the phone. If you decide to do this with us, you need to get enrolled right away. Okay, get with the person who got you on here. If you just want to take the product, take the product. But if you want to get started with us, get enrolled right away. Pick a business kit. They're not expensive. And then you and the person who got you on here, you spend the next 22 hours inviting as many people as you can on tomorrow night's call. And the call is going to go something like this. Hey, what are you doing tomorrow night? Listen, I just got off a call. I don't even know where it's, there was too much. Honestly, I don't know what it all is, but you got to get on. You have to get on. You got to give me 20 minutes tomorrow night at 7 o'clock and tell me what you think. If they ask you what it is, you genuinely don't. There's power in that. You genuinely don't know. I'm just excited. These guys are excited. We're doing something crazy. We're doing something special. You have an opportunity to take advantage of that. So get yourself enrolled and get yourself on the call, and then just promote like crazy to tomorrow night's call at 7 o'clock. We have 700 on here, more than that. We should have 1,200 people on tomorrow night's call with guests. And I think if you do this right, tomorrow night's call is going to be really special, isn't it, Jay?
It absolutely is. We have Marcel and Lisa Niederhauser that's going to be with us tomorrow night. So Skip, thank you. There's 20 minutes of, 60 minutes of material in 20 minutes. We really appreciate your excitement and your passion for this business. I think it's absolutely contagious. So again, tomorrow night, same time, same Zoom channel. Make sure you jump on 7 o'clock. Marcel and Lisa Niederhauser will be night number 2 of our 7 nights for 7 reasons with our 7-figure income earners. You guys, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. make sure you check with the person that invited you onto this call tonight to find out why right now there's never been a better time to get enrolled. Thanks, guys. Have a fantastic Tuesday night, and we'll see all you guys tomorrow.